Yes.
Hello everyone, John here from Toy Bounty Hunters, and today I just wanted to go ahead and review this NECA Real Toys Robocop figure. And if we look at the box here, you'll notice right off the bat something very interesting, and it's the fact that this box is actually designed after the original arcade port of Robocop on the NES by Data East. The way the box design is all around here, and the little NECA seal of approval down here. For those of you that remember the Robocop game on the NES, you'll remember that the Data East logo is right here where the Real Toys logo is, and obviously the Nintendo seal of quality was in this corner here. So this is actually a figure that they released. It's actually just a repaint of the original Robocop figure that NECA released, but they released it in blue. So if you played the NES game, for those of you that have played, of course, know that he was blue in the NES game. So it's a very interesting box. I like what they did here. We'll take a closer look at it. Looking from the top here, as you can see, we have Real Toys up at the top there, right here. And that's where the Data East logo used to be, the 17 and up sign there. Let's go ahead and focus that a little bit there, so you guys can see better. 17 and up here. We have the part man, part machine, all toy. If you guys remember the Data East box for the NES game, it said part man, part machine, all game. And if we look towards the bottom, as I was saying before, the official NECA seal of quality, which on the Data East box was the official Nintendo seal of quality. Now, what I really like that they did here when they designed this box is that they did these wear patterns, like to give it that vintage look. I thought that was a very nice touch. On the side, we see, the Robocop logo there, NECA at the top, and on the back here, we see just what you could expect to read on the box of the NES game as well. But they changed it a little bit, obviously, to suit the figure here. So as you can see here, it says, sadistic crime wave is sweeping through old Detroit. The situation is explosive. In fact, it is so bad, a private corporation, OCP, has assumed control of the police force. Then a research team creates an unstoppable, indestructible law enforcement cyborg named the Robocop. Using a wild assortment of weapons, including Robocop's special issue Auto 9, you must stop every sleazeball criminal you encounter with deadly, piercing accuracy. But beware, there are forces on the street and within OCP that will stop at nothing to see Robocop eliminated. Prepare yourself for non-stop action and one of the coolest figures you will ever own. It's going to take more than a cop to clean up the scum of old Detroit. It's going to take Robocop. Your move, creep. So as we see here, this is kind of giving you a preview of what the figure looks like. Obviously, it's a tint shade of blue like how he was in the game. It tells you his accessory. There's the spring-loaded holster, the automatic game deco Auto 9 accessory, and it gives you the little blurb for NECA there. NECA brings you arcade realism at home, and then we have all the other great logos and stuff. The Real Toys NECA, obviously Robocop is property of MGM. And again, the NECA seal of quality. So as you can see, the box is pretty blank on the bottom there. On the top, we also have the Robocop logo there. But a really nice box. Like I said, I really am digging the wear patterns that they did just to give it that vintage feel. But let's enough talking about the box. Let's go ahead and open this bad boy up. So when you guys are cutting stuff open, just remember to always cut away from yourself. Never towards you when you're opening a box. It's the very best way to get cut. Oh, there goes that. So we'll go ahead and open that up there. Go ahead and open that here. Back this up a bit. But let's go ahead and just peel this plastic off here. From the top here. And get that part there. Alright, there we go. Now, let's just go ahead and slide this, peel this right off there. This is just something I do. The reason I usually peel them down like this is just in case I want to go ahead and just seal it back up and, you know, wanted to seal the plastic back up, I usually just slide it off just like that. But let's go ahead and take a look at this here. Here we go. Again, there's the box. Now this is the cool thing. It opens up to show you the figure inside, as you can see. And if you all remember the NES game, this was the little bio that they had for Robocop in that game. The short-range sensor, you know. So it has the whole little profile for Robocop from the original NES game. Very, very nice touch. Like that they did that. A lot of nostalgia there. And if you notice in the background here of Robocop is actually a scene from the game. I believe it's actually the first stage there in the background. But I'll go ahead and open up so you guys can see, can get a little better look at it. So let's go ahead and open this bad boy up. There we go. Alright, when it comes to that, see, let's see if this comes out. And yes, it does. So you can see that's the old style NES 8-bit graphic background there. And that is from the first stage that you walk through, if I remember correctly. That's pretty cool. So, and of course we have Robocop attached on there. And I really like the way they did the paint job on this. But let's go ahead and take it off here so we could get a closer look. And here we have the figure itself. Here is Robocop. And let's go ahead and take a closer look at this figure. And just to point out right from the jump, if you guys have the original version of this figure, which is the all gray one, the one more based on the movie, you'll notice right off the bat these little line details in the face of Robocop. And I assume that NECA did that just to give him more of an, well, just to give this particular figure more of an animated look, as you can see there. You know, they put a little bit of this little line detail on his lip and on the cheeks there. So nice little touch there to make him look a little bit more animated. Now most of this figure is this matte navy blue color, this dark navy blue from head to toe, as you can see there. The back is almost completely this color with a little bit of darker navy blue here. There is some black right there in the lines in between, also on the front here around the torso area. And then we have this metallic light blue color here, as well as the gray for some details there on part of the helmet, as well as the front bicep here, the front bicep here, the front thigh here, and the front thigh here. And the rest of it, again, like I said, is this dark matte navy blue color. Now, of course, you know, as with most NECA figures, since these are more made for display purposes, there's not really a lot of well, there's a good degree of articulation, but not as much as you would expect in, say, like a figure like a Revoltech or a NSH Figure Arts. His head does have a full 360-degree range of motion, as do his arms, and as do his legs. And those all have ball joints there in them. His upper torso does move just a little bit. It's pretty limited in movement, but it does also move. He obviously has a knee joint, but it only goes one way there. Elbow joint, which is very stiff. So I'm going to take a little bit of work to get that moving a little bit more. And an ankle joint. And again, no ball joint there, so he doesn't have a full range of motion in there. It just goes pretty much up and down. But as always, these figures that NECA does are very detailed. They pay a lot of attention to detail, as you can see with all the lining, curvature of the figure. So it's a very nice representation of Robocop. And now we come to the coolest feature on the figure, which is this little button here is what opens the spring-loaded holster, which Robocop keeps his gun inside. And we'll go ahead and take that out real quick. And this can be easily closed. Just go ahead and just press down on it, and then, bam, snaps right back in place. Very cool feature for the figure. You know, makes it that much more, you know, like the movie. And as you can see here, the gun will fit right in Robocop's hand, nice and snugly, I should say. So all in all, this is a very nice figure. Again, it is just pretty much a repaint of the original Robocop figure, and it just comes in a different box. But if you all are toy collectors, you'll know that sometimes that's all it takes for a figure to be worth more, is the packaging it comes in. So but this is mostly, like I said, if you're going to take it out of the box for displaying purposes, it definitely will go nice on any mantle or shelf that you want to put it on. And if you're just a lover or Robocop enthusiast, I suggest picking it up. Now, NECA are a little bit on the pricey side. This figure is $24.99 is what it retails for. I picked mine up at Toys R Us, but these can be picked up at just about any specialty shop, like say a comic book shop or a, hobby or toy store. So if you see one, just go ahead and pick it up if you like it. I know $24.99 might seem like a lot, but with these NECA figures, sometimes those prices go up. So I mean, that might be the cheapest you can get it for. And if you can get it for less, hey, get it for less. It's a nice little figure to pick up and add to any collection. So that's it for Robocop, guys, and that's it for this review. If you guys like this review and would like to see me do other ones in the future, just go ahead and make some recommendations in the comments below. But that's it for today, guys. I'm John, and as always, happy hunting.